Hey guys, what is going on? It is Chris here once again. Looking ahead to today's slate for the 4th of January. Hope you guys have doing pretty good last night and won some pretty good money as well. Once again, last night wasn't too bad for us. That is now 2 in a row for main slate. We cashed in most tournaments. The tournaments that we didn't cash in, we missed by like 1 or 2 points. But for the most part, we did cash in most tournaments, and I cashed at all my double ups and 50-50s and head to heads. So overall, wasn't too bad. Scored a 323.7. As you see here, one of our subs won just under $100 back. Our lineup was Curry, Rubio, Beasley, Richardson, Barton, Porter, Davis, Reed, and Jokic. So I tried to go GPP. I honestly thought Brunson would suck because every time he's cashy, Carlisle always picks the guy that's on the bench to play more minutes. In the history that I've played Brunson. So whenever I play Brunson, they always play Trey Burke or Seth Curry when they had him. So I thought, all right, maybe Brunson will be a trap today. So I went Rubio. I thought he was going to get me about 24 to 26 in this one. And Brunson, I thought he was going to, suck and get 16 to 18. Unfortunately, that didn't happen, but that's the life of a GPP player right there. But still scored a 323.7. Curry was absolutely insane. Had lucky number 69 last night, so he was just on it, man. He had a 50% usage, so it was pretty crazy. So, yeah, like I said, pretty good. A lot of subs did pretty good last night. So, as normal, if you guys want to get in on our main slate or our 150, like I said, those are two separate. We'd love to have you guys come join us. All you need to do is hit us up on our Twitter, which will be down there in the comment section below, and we'll definitely get you all set up. And if you guys go on to like the video, leave a like. I do appreciate that quite a bit. And also hit that sub button right there. We will be doing NBA Fanduel lineup advice videos almost every single day for you guys, breaking down the main slate. Like I said, that is all free fantasy advice. All you guys got to do is watch the video, leave a like, and enjoy it. So that's what we got going on. So let's go look at today's main slate. We got a 9-gamer today. Some interesting totals. We got, quite a bit of, not quite a bit, a couple injuries to look at as well. So let's get into it. Cleveland and Orlando is the first one. No total, probably around a 217 to 218 in this one. So Garland is questionable. Cleveland's really short for the most part. They don't have a ton of guys right now. Like I said, I think Porter Okoro's still out. Kevin Love's going to be out. So if Garland's out, that just makes it even smaller rotation over there for Cleveland. So I know he's been trash, but if Garland's out, definitely could look at Exum. I think his usage rate will go up a little bit here. I don't like him starting with Garland and Sexton because his usage rate ain't too high and doesn't get the ball too much. But with Garland being out, I think you can see a little bit of a boost. That being said, I think Sexton gets a boost as well. Terrence Ross, I nailed him the other day. Dude is just crazy off the bench right now. 57's a little much, but he's a shooter. He's looking pretty good. Dotson might get some extra minutes, but I'm not really into him if Garland's out. Larry Nance at 72. Man, that's getting up there. He's still playable, but definitely getting up there in price. If Fournier's out again, maybe look at a little bit of Marquez Fultz. And Terrence Ross for sure looks like the guy that benefits the most with Fournier being out. And Vuk and Drummond are both worth a look. They're both hit and miss players, so that's the only thing there. And I like McGee, but the dude's getting up there in price. So a little bit of a hard fade for me. Charlotte, Philly, these guys just played. Got a 219 total. And I was surprised this one was actually relatively close for the most part. Simmons did pretty good. I think it's about 40, 45 again, so worth a look at 87. LaMelo's getting up there in price, unfortunately. Shake Melton, I don't mind him coming off the bench, looking pretty good the last 2 games with a 28-25% usage rate and facing Charlotte once again. So Melton definitely worth a look here tonight at only 45. Curry's worth a look. I do like him. Tobias is getting up there in price, but another, like I said, he's facing Charlotte really bad against power forwards, so definitely could look at him again. Hayward's definitely a hit or miss. PJ Washington could be out, so I'm not sure who's going to start. They could start Jalen McDaniels. So we're not sure if Washington's out, but we'll have to see. They might go totally small ball and put Bridges in the lineup. Or put in Jalen McDaniels. He's not the biggest. Well, I think he's 6'11", so never mind. But yeah, We'll have to see. They might go small ball, or they might put in McDaniels. Joel Embiid, Biombo's not bad. He looked pretty good against Joel Embiid. So I think Biombo 5,100 is definitely in play. He's obviously a rebound and a block kind of guy. 26-28, don't mind him. And Embiid's been struggling a little bit. So he's always in play, but definitely struggles a little bit here. Moving on, we got the Knicks and Atlanta. 223, I think that's a little low, to be honest with you. I think this one should be a pretty good one. New York, it's crazy to say it, but they're playing pretty good ball. Sorry, guys. But yeah, I think they're 3-3. They're not looking too bad. Peyton's always worth a look. Only if Burks out, in my opinion. If Burks plays, like I said, the last 3 games, then I'm not into Peyton. And then obviously if Burks plays, I'm into Burks. Let me see here. Bola could be worth a look if Burks is out as well as a punt play. RJ Barrett, man, he's looking good. I had my doubts with this guy. Even against, not the greatest matchups, he's done half decent. So playing big minutes, shooting the ball a ton, looking a little bit more confident this year. So RJ Barrett definitely in play. DeAndre Hunter at 54. He's getting up there. He's getting up there for sure. More of a cash game play, but I think you could put him in there. Cam Reddish was absolutely trash last time. I think he gets a bounce back at very, very low ownership, maybe like 1%. So Reddish could be worth a look. Randall Collins, both will be popular for good reasons. And Capella and Mitchell Robertson, both those guys are in play. So definitely got to be picking up a couple from this one. I think that 223 is a little low. Even if it's not low, these guys still should be relatively competitive, hopefully. OKC in Miami, 212. I really don't have anyone from this game. Bam's worth a look at 8,700. Not too worried about OKC's defense, so that's literally the only guy that I'm looking at here. Butler just doesn't look right. My goodness, my bad, guys. Yeah, Butler's not looking good, 7,700. I mean, you could take a wild card pick with them. OKC's defense sucks, so maybe take a shot, but it looks like he's dealing with some injuries. So, Bam, I feel like he's the only one in play. Boston, Toronto, 215. So Toronto's not playing good. Let me go look here. So they are 0-3, 1-4. Am I reading that right? Yeah, they're not looking too good. So it looks like Siakam's having some issues over there in the clubhouse, and also just him in general. So we'll have to see. He's not playing really like himself. 6 fouls, 5 fouls. Looks like he's a little frustrated here. Still could use to Drake, but I think he's kind of hurting the team a little bit. They won that one time without Siakam. Fred VanVleet's looking good. You could definitely give Fred a look. If Jeff Teague's out, Peyton Pickard, definitely worth a look. He had an uptick in minutes. Jeff Teague left the game, I think, was it yesterday, and Pickard got some extra minutes there. As you see there, had 28 minutes. So at 3,700, shoot, if he's going to play 25, 30 minutes, I'll definitely put him in there. Only if Teague is out, Smart, definitely worth a look. Brown's looking pretty good, man. Only had 30 last time, but he shot 13 for 16. Had 31 points, just didn't have any assists or anything. So, yeah, man, Brown's looking pretty good. I think get you about 40 to 45 in this one. Tatum, 91, a little much. So that's kind of what we're looking at in that one. So I don't mind a couple in that game. Houston, Dallas, this is the big question mark of the day. Luca and James Harden are both questionable. I personally think Luca plays. It was a back-to-back yesterday. So usually, they sit out the first game and then play the second, unless it is really, really bad. And also, Luca is one of their big assets, so if he's not feeling it, they're not going to push him. But also, the other thing about Luca is he was only announced out 90 minutes before lock, so that kind of tells me that he could have played if he wanted to, but didn't. So I think Luka should play. If not, you can look at Brunson and Trey Burke again. They will be very, very chalky. But I don't know. I feel like he plays. James Harden, also questionable. Had a sprained ankle on the 31st, so a couple days ago. So we'll see if he plays. If he doesn't play, obviously John Wall, Eric Gordon coming to play, Christian Wood, all those guys are in play for sure. If he still plays, I mean, I still don't mind the same guys. Wood, I probably don't have Gordon, but Wood and Waller in play. But I kind of want Luca to play because then it makes it a little bit more competitive um, here in this one. So we'll have to see if I have either one of those guys. Wall's definitely in play at 8,500. So keep an eye on Luca and James Harden for sure. Um, it is a one spread, so I feel like I don't know. I mean, it's obviously early on, but that one spread kind of tells me maybe one of these guys are out. I'm not sure. We'll have to see how the spread goes. Detroit and Milwaukee got a 227. Milwaukee by 14. So Milwaukee, obviously a pretty good team. They do have their ups and downs, but Detroit is playing pretty good for the most part. They're usually playing pretty close as well. You know, they relatively close against Cleveland, Golden State, won against Boston, lost against Boston, but and like I said, man, they're playing pretty close games. This is a back-to-back, so Rose and Blake Griffin may sit. So we'll have to see with that one. If they do both sit, I guess Killian Hayes, DeLon Wright could be worth a look. Plumlee is definitely worth a look again. Is Josh Jackson out? I'm not sure if he's out or not. But if he's out as well, that obviously hurts him a little bit. Grant, definitely worth a look. But he's at 73, a little much. As normal, Giannis, Drew Holiday, Middleton, they're on play. But if it's a blowout, they're probably not going to play a ton of minutes. So that's the only concerning thing there. Indiana, New Orleans at 218. New Orleans by 1. So I'm surprised they're giving New Orleans this one. Interesting. Indiana, in my opinion, is a better team. Warren's going to be out, but I think Brogdon, 78's getting up there. He's definitely a GPP guy. Could get you 35 or go off for 50. Oladipo, I think, is definitely in play for me. He shot 3 for 16 and still had 33 fantasy points. So that's telling me he's still out there, being an all-around player. Had a 28% usage rate, 3 for 16 shooting. Obviously, if he hit a couple more of those, could get you about 36 to 40. So Oladipo, bad shooting night. I think he could rebound here. Bledsoe's looking a little bit better, so that's up to you. Ingram, I think he's in play now at 8,400. Sabonis, 92. I still think he's in play. And Turner, man, I thought he would rebound here against the Knicks, but just didn't do it. He shot 7 for 15, huge usage rate, 25%, but just didn't have any blocks like he usually does. So he still did good, just didn't have his blocks, unfortunately. And then you got Steven Adams, maybe 28 to 30. So that's kind of what we're looking at there. And then last but not least, Golden State and Sacramento, back-to-back for Golden State. But they are, a relatively young team. Curry should be very, very popular here because of what he did last night. I think he'll get you about 45. Definitely going to fall off a little bit. The dude had a 50% usage rate, shot 31 times. So he was definitely feeling it here against Portland. So that's what we're looking at. So Curry, Fox in play. Wiggins in play once again. Buddy, he's always that wild card play. Could be worth a look. Harrison Barnes. Bagley, I guess him and his dad's having some issues with Walton over there, not letting him play. So, not sure what's going on there. And I really do like Rashawn Holmes here. Had a down one against Houston, but overall this guy's looking pretty good. So, as long as he stays out of foul trouble, Holmes at 63 is definitely a steal in my opinion. All right, so let's go look at it. Let's go start down and make our way up. So, like I said, you got Mitchell Robertson looking pretty good. Biyombo at 5,100. I do like Holmes at 63. If you can't get him, Mitchell Robertson and Biyombo are definitely in play for me. But Holmes is definitely my favorite right there, and Capella is pretty close as well. Big in it, going up to the high tier. I think Bam honestly is in play. I don't think a lot of people are going to have him. Drummond for sure, but I think Bam's going to be the low-owned guy that could go off for 50 here. Power forward, if you think it stays close, Giannis is always worth a look. Sabonis, Wood, both those guys are in play. But I would probably pick Sabonis if you're paying that much. Randall, 8,100, I love him. Collins, I think he'll be in a lot of lineups just because he's still pretty cheap. That's mostly it there. So you got to kind of pay up for your power forward. Small forward, all three of those guys are worth a look. You got Larry, R.J. Barrett. I like him. Definitely look at a couple of Dallas guys if Luca's out once again. Hunter, solid option. Cam Reddish, kind of like him as my wild card play. Holiday, maybe 21-22, but nothing too crazy from him. That's kind of what we're looking at there. Shooting guard, Harden's definitely worth a look if he does play, but 11-4, it's a little expensive for me. Oladipo, Sexton, Wiggins, those are my three right there. A little bit of Terrence Ross, Smart, Buddy Hield, Seth Curry, all those guys are in play. And DeLon Wright if Derrick Rose is out. That's kind of what we're looking at there. And moving on to the point guard position. Once again, Curry should be popular. John Wall, Fox, Marquez Fultz, maybe a little bit of Peyton, Shake Melton at 45, solid. Obviously, as I said, if Luca's out, got to go Jalen Brunson. Burke only played 17, unfortunately, and I think that's mostly it there. So, and then obviously Peyton Pickard as well at 3,700 if Brunson is not available for value. So that's what we got going on. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed the video. If you do, leave a like. I appreciate it. Sorry, my throat was all messed up. I guess I didn't drink enough water before, so was having some issues. So I apologize for that. But yeah, that's mostly it. Also hit that sub button as well if you guys want to have more NBA FanDuel lineup advice videos. Like I said, it was now 2 in a row for us for our main slate, so definitely would love for you guys to come join us for our for monthly. All you need to do is hit us up on our Twitter down there, click the link, and we'll get you all set up. So like I said, another solid one. Like I said, 2 in a row now for us. So, alright guys, that is it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video, and we'll see you guys here a little bit later on.